This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. To throw is Rush. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick is indeed good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go. Buffalo 18.
Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
He completes it to Hunter. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer.
Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
He finds his man complete. It's Hunter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Fights him off. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go now.
Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
On the set.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give running right is Mitchell. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hey, back that. Head the street.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Again, it's Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action with Rush. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They work now on 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
This ball caught by Strange. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. Went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Lawrence. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A final shot before break. Rush. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
60 Bobcat, go!
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here we go, set. Trap 60.
Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Okay, ready? Set. Ready?
Again, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Henry up the middle. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rush. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready, break. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, sack. Ready.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Play fake. Here's Rush. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Deion Bush with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to
pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Ready? Hey, check that. Street. Go.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And shedding through the tackle. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
And Bigsby once more.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Rush.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Rush working from the gun. He'll find Bateman once more.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Throwing here, Rush.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. To throw is Rush. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Matthias Farley.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard